Auburn served notice how things were going to go early. Won the Maui Invitational in November, won the SEC regular season title, set all kinds of records. Shania Broom has been brilliant, becoming the third Tiger to be named SEC Player of the Year and second Auburn player to go 600-300 with the Rifleman, the great Chuck Person, back in the mid-'80s. And the man who has Auburn back in the Elite Eight, a step away from the Final Four, is Bruce Pearl. They take on Michigan State today. Bruce, much like your lighting situation there, Auburn has been dominant all year. Jay Will and I have talked about it. A little stretch last week or so. We've been good, not great. And all of a sudden, you look great again. What changed?
Well, it's March Madness. That's, I guess, what's changed a little bit. You know, it's a long season. We've been at it all spring, summer, and fall. We got off to a great start. We were hot at certain times of the year. After we won our championship, we maybe backed it off a little bit. But it's time to, play your best. And so far, the last couple of games, the second halves, Auburn has played some just dominant basketball.
Bruce, Michigan State is a great program, always has been under Tom Izzo. What's the one thing over everything else you feel you have to do in this game to advance?
You know, Jay, they have got 4 or 5 dynamic guards that are able to get downhill and get buckets or get to the foul line. And we've just got to get back. They need to see 10 eyes and 5 bodies rather than seeing wood. We've got to be able to get back in transition, build a wall, and try to make this team beat us from the perimeter. And then probably the second thing is, they're built on rebounding and defense and toughness. And so we've got to be able to execute our stuff. We cannot slop through our offense like we did in the first half against Michigan. And if we do those things, we got a chance to win today, Jay.
BP, yesterday Seth and I were on SportsCenter, and he made the reference calling Todd Pettiford more like Kenny Anderson. What has really stood out to you about his game with the way he had 15 points in the second half against Michigan?
You know, Jay, at the end of the day, you got to make shots. You got to bang shots. And, look at Florida at the end of that game yesterday where Todd's team was down, and they had to bang some shots. And look, that's what Todd Pettiford is able to do for us. That's what Denver Jones did during that sequence, in the second half. And so, it's not that he's fearless. He's not. He's just a freshman. But he loves his teammates, and he desperately does not want to let them down. And he knows if he can see it, he can make it.
Bruce, I say Chad Baker-Mazara, and you say?
Crazy and mine. He's my crazy. No, listen, passion, intensity. He cares so much. He puts a lot of pressure on himself, Seth. That's one of the things that sometimes gets him where he is out of sorts a little bit. He wants to win so bad. Again, doesn't want to disappoint his teammates. And but listen, he can affect. The thing I've told Chad is, look, you can affect the game and the outcomes of game winning by rebounding, by defending, by using your length, by communicating. And yeah, he can go through phases where he can get really hot. I trust Chad Baker-Mazara with the ball in his hands. I think he's going to make the right read and the right play. So many guys in ball screen or in certain actions, if they don't shoot it, they can't do anything else. So if they don't play make it, they can't do anything else. Chad Baker-Mazara I can put him in space and trust that he can make the right plays based on how the defense is guarding him.
Might we see a little Chad Baker-Mazara and his 6 years of experience against a freshman like Jace Richardson, potentially?
Like who?
Like Richardson. He's a left-hander. He can kind of make a shot a little bit. Plays for that other team.
Seth, it's about bodies on bodies with Michigan. I'd like for Denver Jones to be able to guard every single one of Michigan State's guards, but he can only guard one at a time. And so it's going to be Miles Kelly and Todd Pettiford and Chad Baker-Mazara doing a great job defensively as well. 6 out of Michigan State's top 7 scorers are guards. We had the advantage against Michigan because Michigan's 2 best scorers were their bigs, and they'll allow you to be physical with bigs. They just don't seem to allow you to be physical with guards in space. We got to find a way to wall them up, use our length, and defend Michigan State without fouling.
Bruce, what's an example of something that Dylan Cardwell has done off the floor that has helped his team play its best in the tournament?
He's our team minister. We call him Cap because he's our captain. A lot of guys talk the talk. I'm probably one of them. Dylan talks the talk and he walks the walk. He's a man of faith. He is an impeccable human being. And our guys listen to him. They respect him. And off the floor, you know, just like he's got a servant's heart. He has time and patience for everybody. He's charitable. He's the guy that I would like my daughters to marry. Okay. I mean, he is the guy. And I'll tell you what, guys like Dylan Cardwell should give us hope for our humanity. They really, really should, because he's an incredible individual. And the thing about it is he shares it, and it spreads, and it's infectious, and other guys want to be like him.
And also the toughness to stand up when he needs to, and the guys listen to him too, I would think. Bruce, we wish you well against Michigan State. What a season you've had. Look forward to seeing you guys try to make it to San Antonio by beating the Spartans today. And it does appear the light's shining on you, so maybe you're on your way today to take it to the Final Four again.
Thank you, guys. Good to be with you.